Yo, what's up, guys? Today I want to do something a little bit different, but hopefully helpful to some of you guys. I wanted to take a look at one of my gameplays and just break down what I look for when I review my own gameplays. I do this a lot, so I figure I kind of walk you guys through my mindset. And who knows, maybe you guys will learn something. We'll see. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm just pulling some random game from my rebroadcast. I just went and decided to start scrolling around and finding something. I came across this game where I'm playing with Stellar and Eco. It's a pretty strong roster. It's King Nick on the other team. You know, we got some pretty good players in this lobby, so I figured this would be a pretty good one. That's a great start. You know, what I actually like to do, hold on, let me make sure I got my pause setting up. What I actually like to do on this map is I like to hit that thrust slide right off the start that you saw me do. It usually would launch you safely all the way to underneath the catwalk, and I like to do that because then, of course, I am usually able, if I don't die, you can see this player that is going ahead and flying towards the camo. I'm usually able to get myself down here against this wall, and then I can kind of back myself into this doorway. They do spawn in this room, but everybody usually runs away right off the start, so you can get easy shots on this guy, and sometimes even two people go. You can also go ahead and throw a nade, because if you don't fall off, of course, the camo is in a really nice little nest, so that's a breakout play that I like to make. You know, just to make sure I say this out loud, of course, I'm not saying I'm the best player or by any means have the best knowledge. I certainly am nowhere near the best player in this lobby. There are multiple world champions in this lobby, but I am a solid, decent player, and you know, if you're better than me, then you know you might not learn anything, and if you're not, you might learn something. So we'll see what's up. All right, so you know, right here, obviously, you know, I'm just trying to tell you guys what I'm looking for. You know, I'm not gonna break down my mindset in the game so much. You know, I might kind of go through the plays, but I am going to tell you what I'm looking for when I'm watching it back. When I review my own gameplay, what am I trying to learn? You know, I'm trying to be very honest with myself. All right, so I'm trying to, you know, make sure I'm pressuring the ball. I get caught off guard here, but okay, you know. Oh, look, I was muted in game because I think I was on the phone. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. All right, let's go here. So okay, we have decent map positioning. You know, I can see on my radar initially that I know there's a teammate out towards open field. Mike just died, of course, but I have a teammate also towards my right. He's down low, but I'm going to try to keep some, you know, upwards present. I'm trying to keep some high ground, some high, upwards presence, I'm trying to say, but I don't even really know this is the right term. But the ball is, of course, up in the air. We want to try to get it. It's a play ball at the moment. This is an easy pick, so I'm trying to make sure I go get it. They ended up making a push for the ball, obviously, but now we have two dead. So my team's looking pretty good. We're going to all kind of collapse together, and we get that kill, no problem. Looks like they're trying to play the ball off. We have two dead again, so I'm rotating back to try to get my hands on the new ball and try to stay alive with it. You know, I feel like that was all pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. I don't really know if there's too much to be critical about. I guess maybe, you know, I ran towards ball when my other teammate was there, but, you know, we're playing with limited communication in this, so there's only so much to do. You know, I'm not going to spend too much time focusing on things like that, but all right, so we have 3 dead now. That's really big. We know the last guy is. We actually just got 4 dead, so I'm close to the ball. Looks like teammate's going to get it. I'm just going to go ahead and try to get us in a good position here. Looks like we ran ball the other way. This is part of matchmaking, you know, and a lot of you guys are probably going to be looking at matchmaking games. You can't, you know, assume that your teammates are always going to be on the same page. Even when I'm playing with amazing players like this, you know, I was the one that wasn't on the same page, so I thought we might want to hold it over on this side. Didn't work out. You know, this is actually a really great example of not paying a lot of attention, and this is, you know, something you definitely want to avoid. You know, this is a huge mistake that I made. All right, so I get killed there. Whatever, you know, we're not going to focus on that play too much. You know, it wasn't the best play, sure. All right, so my teammates are trying to live up. All right, so I just watched Stellar get rocketed from inside cargo here. I just watched it happen, and what did I do? I just tunnel visioned the ball and didn't even concern myself with that. And right there, so the person that I knew, so you can see B's dead right here, like this is Stellar. I knew he just got rocketed from this exact spot. Like, this is really important that you pay attention to these things. This is going to help your game a lot. When I see this rock go down, I see where it came from, right here. So when I spawn, I know there's somebody on the other side of the lift. Like, right here, there's somebody. But I'm not checking for that. I'm not playing for it. He's playing for me. He's literally on my radar. But, you know, this is just a bad play, tunnel vision, free kill. And there you go. So I go down. So we want to be doing better than that. We don't want to just be giving away free deaths. So in this play, I'm going to be rotating out here. You know, I don't really like this play too much. It's not the worst, but going open field's always risky. I guess, you know, I was probably going for camo is what it was. Yeah, I went to go check for camo. I don't know about pushing through though. You know, it worked out a little bit, but then I ended up getting killed by camo. But it's things like that, you know, when you look at a play that you made, a camo ended up pulling off the map and dying. You know, hold on, let me actually move my webcam so you guys can see. I apologize for the couple beginnings of this. This is my first time, you know, doing this style of video, so we're gonna get better at it as we go. Well, I gotta make sure you guys can see the kill feed so you guys can understand some of my decision making a little bit better. All right. So we have the ball. We're trying to hold the setup here. I'm going to just spread myself out a little bit, kind of make sure that I have my back to a wall. This way, you know, in this instance, I don't have to worry about my teammates getting behind or anybody getting behind me. I want to push myself away. You know, that should be pretty obvious, but just general positioning, you want to look at that. I now notice that Stellar is pushing forward here. I'm going to go with him. You know, I'm going to make sure he has some help. I'm going to position myself to make sure that I'm kind of just in, you know, Mike and Eco are on the other side of the map together. And I just want to make sure that I'm with Stellar here. So I just want to make sure that I have my teammates' help. Now we're fighting this together. You know, both just dodging nades. We're not just flying in. I end up probably nading the shit out of B there because I suck and I got flanked. So, you know, that was the general idea of my play. That was my mindset. You know, I guess I could have been more aware of my whereabouts. You know, that's what ended up getting me killed. We get a free kill there. Again, I'm trying to position myself with a teammate. So I see that Kevin's over here by himself. I'm going to try to just go ahead and make sure that I have his help. I just eat a nade and get shredded. End up being no help whatsoever, as it turns out, but that was what I was trying to do, again. So, all right, we're 2 dead coming off spawn. Now I'm with Stellar. We're the only 2 alive on the map, so I'm just going to make sure I have his help. Get a pick, just trying to live up. You know, we want to just make sure we get numbers in this situation before we push. We got another pick. They played the ball. That was very smart. You know, they want to make sure that we don't get any time. So the moment they realize they're at a numbers disadvantage, they're going to get rid of it. We're putting pressure to make sure ball goes off again. That's a smart play on their end. Make sure we can't get control while we have numbers. I'm going to try to make a play for this. Actually, I'm not, because the rockets was coming up and I went to go help with that. And we did not get rockets, unfortunately. So I end up getting that kill. We have 2 dead. I now know one's top pizza because of the nades, so now my team is going to run low and I'm going to try to look for that. Now I'm watching again, like I immediately... This is a better example of being aware of somebody's position and not just letting them rocket me on the side. But I am immediately aware that, you know, this is the next potential area, so here I am. Stellar comes in with rockets. We don't have to worry about it. You know, we're all here to help. We're all in good spots. We're watching this doorway. Kevin and I are bagging. We love it. You know, right now we do have to worry about above us, but it seems like they're spawning blue, so it seemed like their initial instinct would be to fly towards bottom mid. So that's what we're cutting off. We know that they didn't spawn above us, though that's an option. So we'll worry about that in a second, probably. All right, we're able to get 2 picks. That's huge. They ended up getting 2 picks as well. So now it's a 2v2. Actually, they got 3 picks. And we're all dead. So we're 4 dead. So now, you know, you have to be aware of those numbers when you come off spawn. It's a huge help in like how you make your play. But as I noticed right here, the moment I spawn in, I spawn with Mike. I'm going to stick with Mike. Eco and Stellar are going to spawn together. So I'm going to let them do their thing. But right now it's pretty straightforward. We need to get over towards the ball. But Mike and I are going to make sure we stick together. They're going to attack from mid. We're going to attack from this side. I got Mike's help. We're all here in the same area. And I get green gun to the side. You know, that guy's just in a good spot. You know, nobody took that route. Nobody took that lane. So he just ended up... Oh, he had camo too. Either way, he's in a good spot. It's a really good play on his end. We're able to get 2 dead and get it into blue, though. This is just a heads-up play, obviously. I spawn in blue, so we're going to rotate it blue. My teammates are recognizing that. You know, that's the safest place for us to go, obviously. I'm able to win that fight, but we're 2 dead, so I definitely want to try to stay alive in the spot that I'm in. They're going to be pushing us pretty hard since the ball's in the room with me. That's obviously the objective, but I'm going to try to rotate the ball out as I realize I'm probably going to die here. I got a weird thrust launch, so I couldn't get out the door. But just real quick, just for an oddball instinct play, you know, I get this pick, and immediately I'm assuming somebody's going to be flying in from behind, so I try to nade this, right? But that ends up not happening. But what I do realize right here is that we still have 2 dead. I can see 1x and 2x, and my other teammate, Kevin, here is out. He's not in the room with me, so just given that assumption, I'm assuming pressure is going to be coming from here and also behind me. I want to go ahead and get the ball off the map. I don't want them to get a big setup because we're still losing the game. You know, we're down by 20 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that off. It doesn't work out. That's okay. It doesn't always work out. But, you know, my teammates ended up getting here to help. Ball didn't quite get off, but it looks like we might end up getting numbers here. I'm immediately just, you know, trying to help Kevin again. I knew that guy was coming down from spawn, and I looked like I was trying to fly out towards top immediately, but then I realized I needed to help Kevin, so I turned around. I'm again just seeing, you see him sticking with eco here, just trying to make sure that I have somebody's help. I'm not just running around aimlessly. I want to make sure that you know, we were there to fight that together. I end up getting picked, but eco trades it. So, you know, if I run off by myself, I might die and nobody's there to trade it. You know, that's just something to pay attention to. If you're not quite sure what you want to be doing in all situations, so, you know, start paying attention to your teammates' positioning and your numbers. You know, we're able to get a free pick there. I know where Stellar is. He's right next to me, even though we have 2 dead right now. Getting that pick, but they played the ball. That was smart. I'm going to try to pay attention to our positioning here again. So, you know, I got that pick, but immediately I know that I'm not the one that's necessarily... Was I probably the one in the best position for the ball? Let's actually go back. Is this a bad play on my end? Yeah, probably. I probably should have just gone and committed to that. But either way, I decided to wrap back and try to help. And then I quickly realized, I think, that I probably was the guy to go for ball. So I think I tried to... I don't know. This is really indecisive, but now I'm just trying to help kills in my team. You know, I guess, you know, this is a huge criticism, I would say. It's not apparent to me what my immediate play was, so that's probably 2 options. 1, I didn't know the exact play to make, and I just went off instinct, and it wasn't quite right. Or 2, I was spaced out and not paying attention. You know, both these things are bad for you, and you want to try to fight those instincts. Fight that part of you that just wants to space out and just start thinking about other things, and, you know, try to focus on the game. Focus on it for the whole 12 minutes if you can. It's hard sometimes, but... Anyway, so here I'm just trying to get right back with my team. Just trying to, you know, help punch the hole through the map. We have 2 dead. Looks like we're going to get positioning here. We end up taking over blue, but we immediately have to worry about Pelican. You know, general spawn awareness. I just spawned at Pelican, and then I rotated in here. Now the Pelican spawn's wide open. I don't have any team markers over there, so that's probably an area they're going to spawn. My teammates immediately recognizing that and looking for that. There they are, you know. Bad timing. My teammates ended up coming over. I didn't know if Eco was going to hide or... peek it, you know, but it looks like he just went for the hiding play, you know, so that's my fault for just, you know, if there's a way to play this situation a lot better, if you want to look at this, you know, a way to be super critical, you have to think about your angle. So where can I take damage from in this exact moment? I have a lot of angles exposed to me, and I was trying to jump through the window and choking a little bit, but when you're ball guy especially, really at any point you need to be paying attention to this, but like right here, I have very minimal angles to be shot at. I can be shot through this window where nobody is. Behind me at the tunnel I was just standing in, nobody's there, and then obviously in the cargo room behind me. But at this point, now I have this whole area. So yeah, I have all this, which they could spawn over here and get long shots on me, and of course now they're here taking damage on me, or getting damage on me. But now look, I try to kill more angles, but I expose myself to bottom mid. So, you know, you got to think about where you're exposing yourself. You got to think about if you want to be safe, how can you cut off these angles? All right, so we're still down by 20. We're down, we have 2 dead. So I'm not just gonna fly. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this now. I don't know what I'm about to do, but present tense, my mind's thinking like, I don't want to just, I'm not gonna fly across open field. There's no cover, and we have 2 dead. So they could potentially be shooting at me with 3 people since 1 person's holding the ball. Good, yeah, I'm not flying out. I'm staying here. Like, this is a good play. Well, in my mind, I'm not gonna say it's the best play, but it's a good play in the sense that I'm pressuring the ball guy to back himself back into blue. Stellar's able to get a pick, and I haven't taken any damage. I'm still alive, but I'm applying pressure from this area of the map, and now like they're feeling that presence. So now I'm buying us a little bit of time to, you know, keep. There's no shots coming from them. I backed them both down, and now we're able to like push in together as a team. And I haven't thrown my life away, so I'm able to get that trade with Eco. Ball guy's right above me. I'm aware of that. We're able to get that pick too. And then the last 2 are right here. You know, it looks like I'm gonna die, and I do. You know, not a whole lot to say there. I got green gunned. I think that was a pretty good play though. We were able to stop them from getting more time, and now ball's in a place where they can't quite get it. So I am going to thrust slide out. They have 2 dead. I'm trying to get myself a good spot on the ball. I know one's over here, which he has rockets, and I'm not able to get that kill. That's all right. So they got 2 dead. That was a really big play at a King Nick, but we were able to trade that. The ball's inside blue, and we got a good spawn. So I'm immediately going to obviously try to help my teammate. He's getting pressure from outside, so I'm going to pop a nade there. I have to worry about 2 things right now. I know they were just a Pelican. So if we go back, so we fly in, but look, Kevin's getting shot in the back from Pelican. So I know that they're going to be coming in from Pelican, right? And it looks like Mike is rotating it. He also recognizes the pressure is coming from Pelican. This is another tell sign that we have pressure coming from there. So he rotates it inwards. So I have to watch this part, I have to watch this angle, and I have to watch this angle. I also loosely have to worry about bottom mid, which looks like what they're doing. It looks like they ran into blue and then went through the tunnel towards bottom mid. So I have 3 angles to watch. I gotta really be careful here, but I know this is where they're coming from. So Mike ended up dying. That's okay. I'm playing slow here because I do have a flank. He's dealing with top mid. We got that pick. All right. So now, all right. So this is a play right here. This is a good thing you should be trying to pay attention at all times, but especially in matchmaking. You have to recognize when you can make the play. So I know I have a teammate to my left. I saw the guy one shot bottom mid. I'm gonna leave him. I'm worried about the guy top mid. By the time I look back to help Stellar, he's got him. Okay, cool. Now I'm worried about this. All right, look, I quickly realized that I not only had Stellar going for this guy, top cap, but also Mike, who spawns in next to me. So I have Stellar, and I recognize Mike's here. Now I recognize two people are going for the same person. My attention should be I should not even be worrying about this person. You know, don't get so tunneled in on kills. Let it go. All right, my teammates are gonna get that. I need to be playing for the ball. Now I have the ball. Those two are paired up. I need to stick close to Kevin so he can help me. Mike just went down. I know Kevin's good. I'm sticking with him. He's sticking with me. We're immediately trying to help each other. This is a world champion, so Kevin's going to make good plays pretty regularly. You can count on that. I'm trying to rotate because... So this is a pretty good example of like angles and how to pay attention to that. Right now, I'm not standing up here on the ledge. I'm paying attention to drop down so I make sure I don't take any free damage. Obviously, you don't want to do that. I'm not just walking out in the open and I see a nade come through here, so I know that I have enemies to my left. So I'm going to jump and thrust across this doorway to take the least amount of damage possible. I took 3 shots. I think that came from 2 people. So if I walked or, you know, tried to do anything else, I probably would have died. And immediately I killed my angle, but I can see the 2 red dots backing up, and then I immediately assume that they're going to try to cut me off at mid, because if you back up that ramp, of course, you can drop down towards mid. So I'm paying attention to my angles here, of course. Like, let's see, like, yeah, 2 shots on the radar. They're backing up, so I assume they're going to go mid, so I immediately turn back. I'm paying attention to my angles. I'm going around the crate. I'm jumping up. I'm trying not to take any damage. I'm getting right back into cover. I'm trying to hug corners. I am not trying to take any free damage. My teammates are 3 dead. I'm going to play this ball off. And they melted me. I couldn't quite do it, but I tried. This is still not the worst play because the ball's out in the open, and as you can see, my teammates spawned on the Pelican, so they're able to contest it. They're not able to just get free time, and now we're at a 2-point game. So this is coming down to the wire. I actually don't know how this game finishes. I just clicked a random game in my rebroadcast. I feel like that was the best way to look at it and just think about it. It was like take a genuine random game and just look at it like I normally would. All right, so I'm going to die. I tried to grab the ball there, and it didn't work out. I can see that happen because I accidentally picked up a weapon. Didn't work. All right, they're up by 8, 10, 11. Okay, they played it off. So, all right, I know I have 2 teammates over by blue/open field area. I need to go up top. That way we can contest the ball from the most advantageous positions. We have a guy main ramp, but we have, like, me being up top makes it to where he can't just push top pizza. If in this play, when I spawned here, if I just ran towards bottom, like over here, then that guy could potentially live. But instead, I know that I need to just pressure ball from the top and just also, you know, just keep them from being able to get anywhere near it. And I'm also able to help from that angle. So I'm, you know, just trying to keep myself in a good spot. I'm able to put some good damage down. I'm going to fly at that because I need to try to get this kill quick. So I'm able to do that, but I'm going to get traded. We're able to maybe get this kill too. It's a 9-kill game. It's really close. So Kevin's putting himself in a pretty good spot. I know that they're over my left side and I spawned in blue. They're going to get the rockets because they're over there. So I'm just anticipating that. Yeah, we're playing for it. Not able to get it, unfortunately. Kind of looked like I might have hit that shot, but... All right, we got a guy top lift 1 shot as well. We have 2 dead. That guy top lift still hasn't died, but we can probably get him. He's probably hiding because he's 1 shot anyways, so he's not much of a threat. Last guy is over by ball. It looks like we might win this game. So I will say this, you know, I haven't gotten too much into, like, a lot of what I focus on is my individual combat and things like that, because I obviously just want to improve that as much as possible. I do look at my positioning and playmaking, but in a situation like this is a fight where I'm out of thrust. I had to use my thrust early to stay on the map. I consciously am aware of these things when I go into fights, you know, and I think you should be too. So this is a note to pay attention to. This is an example where you wouldn't want to burn your thrust early. You don't really want to ever burn your thrust early, but since I had to stay on the map, I'm going to take this fight without having, you know, my thrust. Now, there's a couple things to pay attention to. This guy's concerned with getting the ball. The game's almost over. I don't have to worry about dying here. You know, I can die here. As long as I take this guy's attention, he's not worried about the ball. So I'm also not worried about my thrust for that reason. I just need to keep shooting at him. But what I do here is immediately I'm counting my bullets. And since he ends up not just trying to fast clamber up and chase the ball guy, he ends up tucking himself in a corner. I'm pre-firing. You can see, I'm going to put this actually on a slower speed. I'm pre-firing. I know he's in the corner, so I'm just rounding the corner shooting. There's the first shot. 3. Okay, now that I have 3 on him, I know I can just melee him. It's a 3-shot melee in this game when it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But I'm just going to close the gap. I end up shooting him a 4th time to be safe. But there you go. That's how I ensure that I got that kill. And it looks like I'll probably... If the game was longer, you can see that what I was trying to do was just put damage and live. But yeah, this is just, you know, I do this a lot in all sorts of different forms of combat, which looks like we didn't end up winning this game. I want to go back to probably just any old regular fight that I can break down real quick, just so I can talk about that real quick for anybody that's interested. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is a perfect kill, so this should be a reasonably decent thing to look at. When you're paying attention to your combat and you want to improve on that, you know, don't look at your things and be like, oh, well, I just need to hit better shots. Like, yeah, that might be true, but like, what good does that do you? You know, so you need to think about like how to play the situation versus not necessarily thinking like, how do I just hit my shots better? So in this situation, all right, I don't have a shot. I missed my first shot, but I hit my second. So now I know I'm up shots, and I'm serious. I think about this in real time. So does every really top player. They're always thinking about this. I'm not saying I'm a really top player. I'm just saying high-level players do think about this. I have full shields. I have first shot. This is King Nick. This is a pro player, but I don't care. I don't care if he's on whatever. I'm not worried about him because I have first shot. So no matter what, if I don't miss, I can't lose the fight. You won't see me thrust. You won't see me doing shit here. 3, 4, 5. I never thrusted. I never needed to thrust. There was no point for me to thrust because I knew going into that fight that I had first shot. So start paying attention to more of that. You know, a lot of you guys are messing yourselves up because you're thrusting when you don't need to. You might have first shot and thrust in that fight for no reason, and you lose it. You know, and then King Nick has a chance to win it. I can't lose this fight because I have first shot. It doesn't matter how fast he shoots. He's dead. If I don't miss, he's dead. He can't do anything to kill me. And sure enough, like, see, he didn't miss either. He hit every bullet, but it didn't matter. I knew I was going to kill him. So start paying attention to things like that. You'll also notice just, I gotta go back one more time to break this down for you guys before I end this video, but I feel like this is one of the more helpful things probably for a lot of people. Think about this. You don't see me jumping. You don't see me doing anything. The moment I realize I have first shot, right here, when I realize I have first shot, I just stay on the ground. I keep my feet on the ground and try to shoot with both sticks. I'm not trying to make it anything more complicated than it needs to be. I just want to get this kill. I didn't crouch. I didn't jump. I didn't even strafe. All I did, what I did do, and I will say this, I'm going back again. What I did do is start walking towards cover. And this is something you can note as well. This is actually another advanced layer, but think about this real quick. Assess your enemy's cover options, right? All right, in this situation, he has 2 cover options. He can either go here or here, okay? Because he's got to back out of the door. He could technically go backwards, but I'm going to drop. I'd be able to make that angle. So in his mind, his escape route is left or right. He's not going to go left because this is a corner. Nobody wants to go and shove themselves in a corner. If he gets one shot and I shove him in a corner, I'm going to go kill him. But if he gets one shot and he runs this way, he has a chance to get away, right? So I know that. So I'm thinking he's going to go this way. My immediate cover option is here. So he knows that. He thinks I'm going to go this way. I guarantee you he's thinking about this too. So when I pre-aim, I know I'm walking towards my cover just in case I'm not going to win that fight. I'm going to peek out of cover. But he's also peeking towards cover. And I know that. And I'm predicting that with my reticle movement. So, you know, think about stuff like that. Try not to overcomplicate your shots. Try not to mess yourself up. Sorry, this video was a little bit sloppy. This is my first time doing this, but if you guys like this sort of thing, I can definitely do more in the future. This was definitely fun for me to do. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys in the next one.